Hello you beautiful people, welcome back to the Like Plays video. Today we are going to be talking about the new characters. We have two new characters, two new support cards. I'm going to tell you if they're good, if they're bad, or if they're ugly, I guess. Right, so let's jump straight into Scout and have a look at Mitoma. That is where we're going to start this video. Should you be summoning for Mitoma? Is he good? Etc. Now, it's important to note Mitoma's available till the 1st of October. You have a whole month. It's limited, but you have a whole month. So take your time with it. But let's go have a look at what he brings to the table. Firstly, his stats are low. It's very important to note this. He's level 100 and his stats are low. 37% speed, 37% technical, and 30% stamina isn't the best. Now, overall, it does add up and it does work. But typically when we're training units, we're training them on one stat. And we're training them in a way where we're maximizing speed, we're maximizing kick. And what Mitoma does is he actually gives you a really good balance. So don't expect like 200k speeds on this character. You know, the numbers that you can hit on a Reo or a Loki, but you're going to get a nice array of stats. So it is what it is. Now, he comes with a speed boost, a speed, percent boost, a technical boost as well. So if you're training technical or training speed, Mitoma's going to be pretty good. Although if you're training technical, the other Mitoma's just as good. So, you know, there's some food for thought. Lecture rate, very low, but there is a reason why the lecture rate is low. And the lecture bonus is on the lower end. It should really be 70%. I'm surprised they put 35% at this point in the game, but they have, and it is what it is. Now, at level 100, Mitoma changes, and all of a sudden, we've got workout gear effectively built into him when you think about it. This is the sort of stuff you'd be rolling on your workout gear, and now we've been given it. A specific rate up for Ultra Shuttle Run and a specific rate up for dribbling is phenomenal, and it really does make this card very, very good. Now, should you be summoning for Mitoma? If you're running a speed comp or a technical comp long term, I do think this Mitoma is fantastic. In saying that, if you're going technical, there is the other Mitoma, so if you have that maxed, this is probably not going to go into your technical team. But if you don't, then there you are. This is a phenomenal Mitoma for that. And this is going to cater to all your speed needs. It's got black reds. I think if you can, you should be summoning for Mitoma. He ticks a lot of boxes that don't really get replaced long term. So in terms of long termism, this is a Mitoma that really does stay relevant, and other characters don't quite fill his shoes. So long term, you've got till October, this is a good card. Now, switching to the Reo. Should you be summoning for Reo? And I mean, what does Reo do? Reo is a really cool card. And I can't stress this enough. He's a really, really cool card. Like Mitoma, very well stats, like spread. It means you can sort of train him on anything. He's just going to look really good. But you primarily do want to train him on technical. He is going to come with a technical boost, a stamina boost, an intel boost. He sort of boosts a lot of things. He also has an overall training boost, a speed boost. And he gets this really cool 50% lecture rate and lecture bonus of 70%. Reos are known for their good lecture bonus, aren't they? This is a phenomenal card. Absolutely phenomenal. Comes with a black-red dribbling card, so he really makes technical good. But, should you be getting him? Now, if you have Reo X, you are most likely not going to get him. The 120% lecture bonus on Reo X is just too good. Long-term, Reo X will get buffed. This will not as much. It's going to get a buff, but nowhere near to the level of Reo X. But they do two different things. End of the day, if you're training a full technical team, Reo X is probably not going to be on there because he's going to be boosting speed. This trains something different. So you've got to remember, just because they're both Reos doesn't mean that one is better than the other. They train two different things, and this is a very good technical card. We are getting Pablo next week as well. It's worth noting. Pablo is coming out next week. So that's another technical card. Technical is starting to become, I don't want to say meta, but it's definitely coming into the fray where we can now start training really good technical characters. So this Reo is going to be good if we choose to take him. Although, I will say this, I think I would rather have Pablo than this Reo. So if I was going to spend on a character, I would probably make it Mitoma and Pablo and then use him as a friend where possible. So, but I do think this is a phenomenal card. And as people are commenting, it's a phenomenal midfielder card at that. He's actually got some really cool skills as well. So, again, if you don't have Reo X to 100, summon for this. If you do have Reo X to 100... at that point, it's sort of your own choice. Do you want to go more technical down the line? If you're a whale, you can go for it. It's not a bad card. If you're afraid to play, I'm going to avoid it. I would rather you spend on Pablo, who I think is going to be better, at least for now. Whilst not the best option still. But this is assuming you want technical, right? Now, in terms of support cards, we've got two, and I think both of them are interesting in their own little way. So, the first one is the Mitoma card. Straight up, I'm going to tell you this card isn't that good. It's interesting, but it's not that good. Giving me a fixed boost of 20 doesn't feel good. Give me percentages at this point. And this just feels very, very low. I think overall this card is a little underwhelming. The special ability isn't that good. I'm going to tell you to avoid this card. As a free-to-play, as a whale, there's no need. There's way better support cards that cater to speed. This is not the one. Now, in saying that, the next support card is interesting because this card brings about a brand new card type and it brings about a brand new mechanic. You guys would not know about this mechanic potentially. But it's called the extra turn mechanic. What it does is, when 5/3 triggers, you will have an extra turn granted to you. Now, you can have up to 3 turns granted. It is RNG. You'll get anywhere between 1 and 3 turns, which does mean that in some training sessions, you're going to get 3 extra turns of being able to pick cards simply because this card is triggered, which does make it very good, because if you imagine you have 3 black reds appear, that's a huge boost in your power. In saying that, though, overall, let's have a look at the stats of this card, because I don't think it's that good. Right, let's actually go back there. Sorry, we want to go here. Wrong selection. Now, straight up, it comes to the black-green. Black-greens are 3 times the power of a gold card. So this is as strong as a black card. So picture a black-green just as strong as a black card. It isn't stronger. So if you get a black card or you get a black-green card, you're getting the same power out. The only difference is this will boost your condition, and it won't use your condition in an extreme or an awakening state. So this is a safe card to pick up in extreme or awakening, and you'll save your condition. If you're in good or best, this card will take you to extreme, so it is really, really cool for that. But you will need level 100 to get this, and is this card worth getting to level 100 is the real question. For a little bit of rate up and lecture rate, maybe. But overall, this card doesn't feel very, very, very good at all. It's got technical boost, it has two base stats, it has kick power at 20%, and otherwise I don't think it's that impressive. The fact that you'd have to get it to 100 to get this, and even then I just feel like workout gear is so important, and it sort of derails some of those stats. I don't believe this is a card that you should be sort of maxing. Personally, I think it's a good card. I think it is a good card, but I don't think you should be getting it. I'm seeing Haku write Yo Hiken. I wonder if Haku's going to chime in here. By the way, if anyone doesn't know Haku, go check the Discord out. He is just a knowledge bomb when it comes to, like, you know, anything PWC. So definitely go check him out. And go follow his YouTube channel. He is awesome. But hear me out. I don't think this card is too good. Personally, I'm not going for it. I can see Wales maxing this because they want to go down the technical meta. Next week, we're getting Pablo, and he should be coming out with, I don't want to guess here, but I'm assuming he's going to come out with the first black purple, which means he is going to have the turn extension buff. So if you want turn extensions, Pablo's going to be your guy. He's not going to be that much better, but he's going to be your guy. This card isn't that good. And even at level 50, this ability is going to work. So if you want to use this special turn extension thing, just use the card at level 50. You've got given it for free. Don't waste your gems on it. It's where I personally stand on this. He's saying Reo ain't it that much. Arse card. Fair enough. Okay. Well, there you are. You've heard it from the man himself. He's saying Reo isn't the guy. And I think he's right. I don't think this Reo is the guy. I think if you have Reo X, absolutely avoid this card. If you don't have Reo X, I think he's passable, but not the best. I would rather save, if you had to get a technical guy, just save for Pablo next week. He's going to be miles better than this. I don't know if miles better, but he's going to be better than this, I think. But there you are. Boys, I think that sums up all 4 cards pretty quickly. Unless anyone has anything to add. I'm going to keep an eye on chat for about 2 seconds before I end this video. No? And I mean, YouTube, you guys get to follow the chat, so you guys can see exactly what people are thinking as well. Thank you for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.